Hello and welcome to Off That Rant. Well, it gets its name for me just talking for very ages, and I'm like, well, get off that rant, because I'm meant to be like going one way and then I'm going like that. Evidence, watch this. Yeah, that's me before started talking about it, and I went, I'm not going in the right direction here. So I've decided to make the effort, put the light on, get the correct t-shirt. So welcome to Off That Rant, and it's about an evil hour and sheep. Okay, so this takes place about 5 years ago. Now, this is probably the video that has gone least. Now, Off That Rant's meant to be about me talking about stuff and integrating a bit of footage. Just little bits, not loads. Now, I've got a really good idea for the third one, so this is technically going to be the second one. So this one's about sheep. Well, it's got sheep in it. Now, about 4 or 5 years ago, I made the In Evil Hour video for Predators, the music video. And I hadn't done anything for a while. My life sort of fell to bits, and then there was an open road in front of us, and I made a video called Change for the Better, and you know, a lot of people like it set off a lot of alarm bells, and like, whoa, what the fuck, and I was like, I'm just having fun. I love video editing, you know. And as I say, it'd been a long time since I had directed a music video. Now, Stump 66 videos and obsessive compulsive ones are very close to what In Evil Hour are, but the Stump 66 and obsessive compulsive were done a few years prior. And I was like, you know, when you do the Ink, I did the Ink videos, and did the Castro videos, the Room 51s, and all them characters are like twisting in, and cameos across all, they're all outlandish. I was done with that for a while, sort of just sat myself down, because I didn't, like, at one point do this fucking light hot as fuck, sorry. Like, not only it's hot, but it's fucking light hot anyway. It got to the point where I was like, right, do I want to do another video? And my friend Chris Hunter was very passionate about pushing me towards to do something. You know, because I hadn't done anything in a while. I was being creative, but I was sort of falling down the limbo that is the tunnel of better and FA, when it's just years and it's like a spider's web of fucking madness. And it's good to keep us focused on something. And Chris was really positive and pushy about me doing In Evil Hour's music video, which, thank you very much, Chris. I want to say it every time, thank you very much. Chris dragged us down to the Random Hand gig to see In Evil Hour support Random Hand, and Chris was even nice enough to go out and get my brother a ticket, who was all the way from New Zealand, and what a night that was. So it led to the point of like when I did the video. Now, back in the day, when you would have a crew and you have other people involved, you put a lot of time and investment into people who've got other cameras. Again, at these points you do them on the older cameras, and now we're in the digital age, this seemed a bit more feasible. Now, I can drive around them, I've got a car, I can drive all the way around New Zealand without a problem. I get around here, I get fucking lost. It happens all the time. And this is a story about me mainly getting lost. Now, I have told this story before, but I think it was on a podcast, or it was somewhere muddled up in some kind of limbo. It's not me physically standing from it, so I could jump to it and jump the past. It's just me ranting. Okay, so I met In Evil Hour. I had met them, and they were a nice bunch of guys and girls. Sorry, Alice. And I was really looking forward to working with them. And working with In Evil Hour was great for me at that time, because they knew what they wanted, and as a creator and director, my job was to give them what they wanted, and we got there in the end. You know, getting there. But again, the pressure. I was focused on the day to going over there when on my own. I wanted to do this all on my own, because I didn't want to bother anyone. I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And I sort of had the cameras all set up and did it on my own. And they had the set up of all the flags. That was all their ideas, and all I had to do was like film them at the best, and they give out one hell of a performance. And I just need to cut it all together. Check out the video, it's online, it's on their channel, it's done really well. It's awesome to see In Evil Hour. They have a new album out as well. And In Evil Hour have went on to appear in my HorrorCon videos. Their music's appeared throughout the Throwing Tree Entertainment stuff, and got to film them about, God, it might be a year ago. No, like 2 years ago. They played live, got to film the whole set, was mint. So it's been a while in the making. It's great to see Alice on the front cover of like books and stuff like that, so they're really making a positive impact. So I again, they were a good band, I knew that, so I wasn't, again, feeling the pressure of it, but as I say with the ink videos and the Castros, my videos for a while have been very wacky and colourful, you know, obsessive compulsive. I had a great time with that, but this was like, right, do I really want to push and do this? Now, the video wasn't the problem. I had a great time, we filmed, we took breaks as you do, we like changed ideas, bounced off everyone, everything came in. And we filmed that much that obviously the camera was flat. So that's it, done. You can charge it up for a reboot again. Like, we filmed a lot of stuff on digital memory card, and I don't really like to push the limits. I always don't like to max out a memory card. I'm doing something big. I just want to make sure the memory card doesn't get corrupt, because you want to get the footage off, right? So again, this is why they're called Off That Rants, because I'm travelling down the memory. So the disastrous comes when we pack up, done, dusted, and now I'm in Dalton. Now I had no fucking problem finding the place. Dalton's that way. I went straight down, I pulled over, I remember going, hey, and I was outside the place. Actually, I couldn't have fucking planned that, you know, Dalton's quite a big place, you know, I was just right outside the studio. You know what I mean? I had vague directions, but no, it was right there outside the door. Went to the shop, picked up some beers, and my goal that night was get back. Drag and drop. Unlike what you've seen in the last Off That Rant, it was just drag and drop. Now, going back to the whole drag and drop situation, when I did the Storm 66 video, and it was on 666 video, and it was on 6 cameras, so too many sixes in there, 66%, and you've got all them tapes, right? You go home and you're like, right, plug it in, get the first hour going, right, master the second hour, and like a week later you might be able to edit a music video like that, plus you've got to line up which takes, which links to that, which is what take and what cameras. It just gets messy. This was, whoop, drag and drop. So within, in my mind, within 40 minutes maximum, I'll be sitting down there, I would have a track lined up to the song, and we were going for it. That was the plan. So, as you can see, my camera went flat. My phone had started to go flat. And I left Dalton. And I don't know what the fuck happened. So, okay, honestly, right, there's like, there's no map here. So you've got Concert here, right? You got Dalton down here somewhere. No, you got Durham, then Dalton. So you got Dalton down here somewhere. You got South Shields, where Brit's from, over that way. Jack now lives over Dale over that way. So the North East is quite a big area circumference. Like Newcastle is over here somewhere. So Dalton's like on your way to Middlesbrough. How you going? And like, I was yeah, get it going. I'd been to Dalton before, funny enough, to film a Stomp gig live, so I knew approximately where Dalton was. When I came out of Dalton, I got sort of turned around. And when I mean turned around, I ended up going the wrong fucking way. I was more like focused on getting home and making sure the footage was alright. That was my goal. I was like, right, it's on. So, after about 20 minutes, it starts getting dark. And like, these are country roads back, so it's fucking pitch black by the point. And I have told this story before, because this is when I'm going to talk about Barnet fucking Castle. Like, there's Barnet. Like, I seen signposts for Barnet Castle. That's when I knew I was going in the wrong fucking direction. I just drove past and went, I don't remember Barnet Castle on the way here. And I was like, oh no. Now, I don't have sat-nav. I still don't have sat-nav to this day. My phone back then, 5 years ago, fuck me, you'd be looking to get a text message reply off me. I had no social media. No, like, anything, right? No, WhatsApp, what a blessing. Think about a WhatsApp. You know, my dad brings us from New Zealand. It's like free WhatsApp. It's like, come on, absolutely annihilating the phone companies. No wonder BT are absolute twats. Anyway, I got turned around, so there was Barnet Castle. I was like, for fuck's sake. So I turned around and sort of got my bearings. Fucking driving. No word of a lie. About half an hour later, right? Guess what? Fucking Barnet Castle. I was like, fuck me. I came in from the other direction. And I was just like, right, this is this. Now, my mum had messages and asked us if I was back, because my mum knew what a big deal this video was, and my mum just being a mum, and I just rang her. Like, no, okay, mum, I'm lost. And she's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. So, trying to work out where I was, like, there was no road signs anywhere. Like, mum, there's a tree there, what do you want? I pulled over the lay-by. And I was driving around for ages, and again, it was pitch black. Phone is on the passenger seat, wedged between the seat so it wouldn't shake. I can hear me mum, and I'm just driving along, and I'm literally, I remember coming up to this like bit and two guys, and I was going to ask for directions, but it generally looked like they were dealing or doing something fucking dodgy in the middle of nowhere. I went, alright, and I couldn't fucking believe it. I actually drove around a lake. Like, literally, they must have looked at me going, what the fuck's he going? And I drove around, and I came back. I did, like, you know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck did I see a sign for a reservoir? It might have been one of them fishing reserves, and they were probably just opening the gate, and I just happened to go through. They were still there when I went back, like, but again, I got lost. Like, literally, just start doing this, like this. It's like the person who designed the Metro Centre outer ring just went, right, like, what's my job tonight? I'm meant to design the outer circle of the Metro Centre so it feeds the A1, doesn't cause any traffic jams. I'm going to go to the pub with my mate, when you could go to the pub with your mate. Here, what's the kid doing? No, Daddy, I'll do it for you, crayon. Fucking carnage, well done whoever designed that system. But that's it, that was me, going around fucking squiggliness, like lost. No radio in the car. I've never really cared about cars. But yeah, so my mum was like, pfft. So like my mum told us where I wasn't too far away from Barter Castle again. She said, Stephen, you fucking miles away. I went, I know this. Like, tell me something I don't know. And I couldn't, like, fuck me, I was going on for fucking ages, man. So, this frustration and, like, this drive around was doing my absolute tits in. And my mum was mint. Mum was really mint because, like, she was trying to figure out where I was, sat nav, and my stepdad Morris was into it, and, like, they were all trying to make sure I just got home. And it was just, I just got lost in these fucking back roads. And it can easily happen. You know what I mean? You go off the A68 and you end up down Whittleswick somewhere, and you got people like JP Davis and then Bushes taking pictures as you go past, like, oh, like, are you local? Like, no. But no. Yeah, I got lost for ages. Now, going back to say a concert here in Dartmoor's down here, right, and got Durham. See, like, I completely missed Durham. So, like, Durham's out of the equation on this, me coming back, right? I've gone down more and sort of looped back, and again, down again. And now I'm trying to come back in. It's like that taxi ride. Check out cheap plug to Baboonry taxi rides. You want to see me get absolutely irate at a taxi driver, check that story out, because that was the whole scenario. Just like going round in circles, putting the fucking bill up. So anyway, so you've got concert here, right? For some reason, I end up over here, right? Now we've got a little town called Stanhope. Now honestly, right, Stanhope's just like in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, right, if I can get to Stanhope, I'm fine. I know how to get back from Stanhope, right? Again, this has gone on for fucking ages. Finally, coming over the back end of Stanhope, and you can just see Stanhope down the dip, and I was like, thank God. And like the battery on my phone's going, you know, it's starting to flash red. My mum's just like, just let us know when you're back. And like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I should be back now. Like at this point, I should be sitting down, beer in hand, getting ready to do my brand new music video. Nah, fucking lost. So like fucking gets down to Stanhope, right? I'm like, fucking get in. It's like, good to see Stanhope, you know, like the Stanhope, you know, just like take the road up and just next stop Castleside, you know. As soon as I got up, now it's like the moors, what we call them, between Castleside and Stanhope, is so high up there. I'm surprised there's not snow all year round, right? And you've got cattle grids, you've got like, oh fuck, dip, you know, there's no barrier there, you'd be like, right, you know, the only light is like the halogen cat eyes and stuff like that, you know, nothing. Fucking nothing, right? So here I am, driving, yes, I know the way. Gets up to the top of Stanhope, boom, like boom. I was going to put the green fog effect on there, but I was like, fuck that, this video will take ages to do. It was just, couldn't see shit. It was like John Carpenter himself with Rob Bottin had turned up for filming The Fog Part 2. I couldn't fucking see anything out the car window. I couldn't even see the camera. I was just like... Now at this point, remember, my mum goes, right, you're in Stanhope, should be home in what, 20 minutes, 25? Pfft, 20 minutes had gone past, and I'm driving, and like I'm literally like this. And I'm starting to shake, and as I said, I've drove everywhere, and you know, I've been in some hectic situations. This was after, was it after before? Yeah, this is after I had my car crash. So again, it was a little bit edgy. I mean, a car crash off that rant, pretty much driving home from work, right, going home to work. Some person came around, I'm just going to say person, came around the fucking corner on the wrong side of the road, crashed into the other side of my car, like, and took the entire side out, then decided to say it wasn't their fault. I'm like, you're the one in the tree on the wrong side of my car. So anyway, off that rant. There you go. going back over these moors, and I'm like, and all of a sudden, had to stop. And it was like a scene from a horror movie. And now there's ever a time I just wanted my camera to have any kind of battery power, because I did not know what the fuck was going on at first, and then it was just like a horror fucking film, right? I'd stopped for a sheep. It was point blank in the road. Now when I stopped and I just put my window down, all I could see was a sea of sheep around us. And for some reason, they just started appearing at the side of the car, like, meh, meh. I was like, everywhere I looked there was sheep, and I was like, what the fuck? I beat me horn. They all just went, and they were gradually like moving across the road. So just sort of fucking sit there, like watching them go past. And I was like, this is fucking terrifying. The fucking fog everywhere, the light bouncing off the fog, just sheep in the night. And I just crawled forward, and I was just like, I don't want to hit the car, but like I don't want to hit a car, I don't want to hit a sheep. And I got past there, and like I felt like I could breathe again. Now at this point, I'm driving back, and again I rang my mum, and she was like, where the fuck have you been? And I told her about the sheep and the fog, and I think my stepdad just pissed himself, and it's just light in the background. But like, it was approximately 35 minutes drive. It took nearly 2.5 to 3 hours. I lost sense of time. I remember sitting down, and it was like nearly, I remember sitting down, and like the band were like, how's it going? I'm like, yeah, it's going great. It's fucking fine. I wonder like what confidence are going to have in me putting this video together. I can't even fucking get back from Dalton. Like, fair play to them. Like, I mean, they've travelled all over Europe and stuff like that, and like getting in a band, and like I hear Matty and Ryan talking about like getting in the van and being free next to each other and doing some fucking long 12-hour drives, and I'm like, fuck me, man, fair play to you. Especially because I used to live in Bulgaria, and like every day I would get up and there'd be some kind of road missing because of like the way the government's over there is just like, what happened to that road? And they were like, oh yeah, resurfacing. And it was resurfacing. It looks like someone's playing giant fucking Tetris on the floor. So yeah, I wish someone else had been there, and I wish there had been a backup camera to share the link to something, because again, if that had been caught on camera, it would have been fucking priceless. So this is just off the rants. As I say, babooneries. If you check out that one about the taxi driver, that's where I jump all over the place and I sort of have it scripted down. This is just me shouting down memory lane. The next one will be me actually utilising some older footage, but I'm actually going to watch it in between this take. So make sure you check it out. It hasn't got a name yet. But for now, watch out for sheep, fog, and check out the Evil Hour video for Printers. It's doing really well on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now. I'm not lost. It's deja vu.
What?
That's where I filmed the Evil Hour music video, right there, in that room. That's there is when Apprentice was filmed.
Oh.
Now the thing is, the last time I left from this specific location, hi guys, I got lost. And yes, it took me 2 hours to get home from this specific location. So even though we've been on the road for like 2 hours, 10 minutes, we've ended up at a very evil hour, right outside Evil Hour headquarters.